Hello and welcome to Yoga with Gina. I'm Gina. Today we've got a full body yoga flow today, but with an emphasis on the legs and lower body so we can get strong and toned and feel super stable as we walk through life. So if that sounds like something you want to do today, come join me on the mat and we'll get started. Let's begin with our legs in this wider stance. We're going to do little arm circles, forward or backward, up to you. And then let's do little toe taps side to side. We're just going to warm up the body in a soft, more aerobic way while we still tone and tighten and strengthen the arms and the legs, really the whole body. It's just a fun way to get a little warm up going for us before we get into our flow. All right, now reverse your circles. We're toning the arms. I want to wear some tank tops this summer, so I'm going to do some extra work on these big biceps and triceps of mine. So join me. Let's take that ride together. All right, now let's reach overhead. I know this is not quite yoga, but it's a good way to get some endorphins going so we can really enjoy our flow and do something a little different today. Keep your toe taps going. Now, if this is too fast of a pace, please go at your own pace. If you don't want a toe tap, that's okay too. Do what works for you today. Find that appropriate level of energy and stay there, and you can always up it as you go into practice. All right, do one more each side and then come to stillness. Now what we're going to do is star and goddess. You can open your feet up a little wider if you like, so make sure you feel very stable. Extend the arms, really take up space, spreading the fingertips, and then bend the knees, bend the elbows, coming into your goddess squat. Straighten up into star, and then as you exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Now you can pick up the pace if you like. Just marry your breath with the movements, being really mindful of the knees, taking good care as we bend and squat and extend. All right, do a couple more. Both star and goddess. And this time come into goddess and stay low. Now we're going to make our hands come forward so our arms are parallel to the floor. And we're going to do torso twists, warming up the mid back and the abs, keeping your squat a little low if you can. Now what I want you to do is extend your arm out to the side and pulling back the elbow each time you take your twist. Now these can be little, this can be very slow. Just be loving and kind to your body as we warm ourselves up, as we get our elevated heart rate going in a good way so we can get some calories burned while also toning the whole body. But we're definitely going to focus on those legs today. So let's start to deepen our pose while we continue to do these little arm extensions, these during torso twisting here. Keep going. Now go down a little lower if you can. Ooh, I feel that. And then lift yourself back up. Go back down low, taking it slow. Lots of love in your movement here. And then one more, take it down. Hold it there. Make sure you're breathing. And then straighten your legs back up. All right, now hands on the hips. We're going to turn our feet towards long direction of the mat. We're going to take a deep bend into the left knee and then launch off that foot into the right leg and then come into a bend again. Launch and then bend. Now this can be very small. I want you just to work on your lateral balance, lifting and launching out of that left foot, while being very soft and sweet on the knees. You do not need to go as deep as I'm going. Just find what works, even if it's tiny. You can do tiny too, okay? Listen to the body. What does it want today? We're working on our balance while we get really strong too in those legs. Do a few more, your pace. Making sure to breathe. My heart beats up. I hope yours is too. It's feeling good. We're going to get the endorphins flooded today. All right, now come to stillness, and then we're going to switch sides. Shift your weight now into a deep bend into the right knee, and then launch up, lifting that foot up. Then lower, then launch. Lower and launch. You got it. Here we go. Really working on toning the quads, the calves, strengthening those hamstrings, the ankles, the knees, all in one good pose while we improve our balance. This is a good one for sure. Now you can do this in a really big way if you want some extra workout. Please do add any kind of expressive movement that you want, or keep it soft and sweet. Whatever works for you today works for me. All right, let's do a few more. Making sure to breathe, getting that heartbeat going. Okay, last one, coming to stillness. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead to touch. Exhale, lower your hands to heart center. 2 more, just like that. Big bend into the knees, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. 1 more big sweeping of the arms overhead, and exhale, bring your hands to heart center. So good. Let's make our way to the top of the mat now. Coming into mountain pose. Hands forward, shoulders away from the ears. Close your eyes for just a moment and feel that body. Feel the change just since we started practice. Feel that energy moving through the body, coursing through you, all that prana, all that life force, all that oxygenated blood moving through the system and healing ourselves. So good. All right, let's begin to flow. Inhale, arms up, overhead to touch. Exhale, cactus the arms, gaze up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, swan dive, forward folds, coming down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, airplane arms. And then release, plant the hands. We're going to step the left foot back. Go ahead and lower the knee. We're going to floss the ankles and the hamstrings. What I want you to do is inch the foot forward a little bit, and then we're going to peel our hips back, lifting our toes for half split, and then you're going to roll back forward and doing a little dance back and forth. This is giving us a great opportunity to take all that beautiful energy and blood and oxygen and move it into some of these tight and tricky spots, our knees, our ankles, our hamstrings, while we open up the lower back. And it's a good way to even stretch the groin, the leg, the glutes. We're targeting so much here, and it's also a nice little mini flow that you can do anytime. Being loving and gentle on the knees and ankle as we go. All right, last one. Hold it now into half split and fully drop the weight of your head. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Really feel your back expand with each inhale. And with each exhale, let something go. Release something, whether it's a muscle or it's a memory. Let something go. All right, roll back through. Plant your hands, lift that left knee up off the mat. And this time we're going to step our left foot up to meet the right for chair. Shift your weight into your heels, lifting up for chair. And then we're going to do 3 drinking birds as we start to tone those legs. Shift your weight into the balls of your feet, lifting your heels, sweeping your arms back for drinking bird. Now lower the heels, sweep your arms forward for chair. And then as you exhale, lift those heels for drinking bird, really activating the quads. Lower the heels for 1 more chair. And then 1 more drinking bird. Now hold it in drinking bird. You can do it. You got it. My legs are already shaking. All right, go ahead and lower your heels, straighten the legs, arms up to the sky. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, extend, and exhale, forward fold. Down you go. Inhale, halfway lift, airplane arms. So you exhale, plant the hands, step the right leg back. Go ahead and lower the knee for our lunge and half split little ankle and hamstring floss. Inch that left foot forward a bit and then peel back. Hi, Leo. Roll forward and then peel back. Go ahead and do this at your own pace. I'm guessing you do not have a kitty cat on your mat, cat on the mat series here. All right, keep going. Just being loving and mindful as you stretch out the hamstring, the ankle, the knee, sending lots of loving awareness and breath to those legs. So good. Do a few more. Synchronizing your breath with each pose as much as you can. Okay, do one more. And then this time we're going to hold it in half split, dropping the weight of your head now. Really pull back that left hip into socket and see if that deepens your stretch a bit. And as I said before, with every inhale, bring in lots of love into the body. And exhale lots of peace as you release something into the universe that you no longer need. Sending it off with kindness so the earth can absorb it into the ether and compost it for us so we can move on and let go. Stretching out the muscles, the mind, and the heart today with every breath. Beautiful. All right, roll through that left foot. Now lift that right knee, step it up into chair. Shift your weight into your heels. Sweep the arms forward. You can get as low or as high as you like. Just really shift your weight into your heels. That's practicing our balance. And then shift your weight into the balls of your feet for drinking bird. You know what's next. Marry your breath with the movement. So you exhale, sit into chair. Inhale, pull forward into drinking bird. Lower the heels into chair. Drinking bird. Chair. Drinking bird. Now hold it here. Really squeezing those legs together. You can do it. Ooh, my quads are burning. Oh, yeah. All right. Lower those heels, straighten the legs, arms up to the sky. And let's do a little back bend. Bump the hips forward a little bit as you lift your chin, gazing up towards the sky, stretching the front of the throat and the neck. Maybe even take your lower lip and put it above your upper lip and softly smile to stretch the platysma muscle. That dreaded double chin. Let's do that together. Really pushing your chin up towards the sky. Beautiful. Go ahead and release your lips back to normal, bringing your head back to center. And then as you exhale, bring your hands into prayer. All right, catch your breath if you need to, and let's add on. Inhale, arms up overhead to touch. Exhale, cactus the arms, opening the heart. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, swan dive as you forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, airplane arms. This time, go ahead and plant your hands, step both feet back into plank. Hold it here, pulling the belly up to the spine, really pushing through those heels. Lifting up through the front body as you push back down the legs, down into those heels, feeling very strong and stable here. All right, hold it for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and slowly lower down to the mats. Coming up into Cobra. Exhale, lower. 2 more Cobras. Inhale lifts you up. Exhale, lower. Hi, buddy. All right, let's take a little ride, lifting ourselves up. Wow, that is a push-up. Okay, thank you, buddy. Oh, I love that guy. Sorry about that. Meet me in down dog. All right, lift the heels and lower a couple of times in our first down dog. Breathing fully and completely. Nice, even, deep breaths here. Now lower your heels and keep them low. Nod the head a little yes and a little no. All right, 3-legged dog, right leg lifts. Bend the knee, pull it into your chest, stepping it through, sweeping up for high lunge. Now get strong. If you need to step it up a little bit so you feel stable in those legs and very grounded through that right foot, please do. What we're going to do now is lower our upper body as we sweep our arms back for airplane arms. Inhale, sweep the arms up into high lunge. And as you exhale, sweep them back for airplane arms. One more, sweep them up. And this time, go ahead and bring your hands into heart center. We're going to shift our weight forward and do some Shiva squats. You're going to step into that right leg as you bring that left leg back behind you and then kick it back, keeping that upper body hinged forward, really pushing through your hands as you bring that left leg back behind the right leg. Do a couple more. Really toning all those muscles, oh my goodness, and working on our balance at the same time. Ooh, I feel that. Okay, now keep your leg back, open your arms up into high lunge, and then into warrior two. All right, what we're going to do now is do rainbow and peaceful warrior in a very dancer-like manner. What I want you to do is shift your weight back into that left leg, lifting your toes for rainbow as you sweep your arms in opposite directions, and then come back into peaceful warrior, being very graceful as much as you can with the arms, very dancer-like, bringing that energy to practice today as you do a little mini flow back and forth between rainbow and peaceful warrior. Should feel like your arms are moving through water. Maybe express yourself a little bit with your hands and your wrists, your gestures. All right, do one more of each. And then come back into warrior two. Let's cartwheel it down for revolved twist. Left hand lands, right arm sweeps up and over. Big circle with the arm. Plant the hands, step it back for plank. Take a vinyasa or go straight into down dog. Your choice. Make it your own today. Once you're in down dog, take a big cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's do that same sequence, other side. 3-legged dog, left leg lifts. Bend the knees, step it through for high lunge. Feel steady in that front foot as you lift yourself up. Now let's sweep our arms back for airplane arms. Inhale lifts you up, high lunge. Exhale, hinge forward for airplane arms. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, airplane arms. Now stay forward, bring your hands into prayer. We're going to do our Shiva squats. When you're ready, launch into that standing leg and then bring that right leg back behind you and then step it back. These can be very small. Just working on your balance, your center of gravity. Maybe find a focal point somewhere in the room where you feel like you can really lock into while you do these little squats. Really toning the legs today. So just be careful and loving with every breath, every move. Do 2 more, my friends. You can do it. They don't have to be big to count and make a difference. All right, now come into high lunge. Sweep the arms back up overhead, and let's open it up to warrior two. Go ahead and get into stance that feels safe for you to flow. And then let's do our rainbow and peaceful warrior sequence. Sweeping the arms through the air, imagining water or color or beautiful wind being created with every sweeping motion of the arms as we strengthen and tone the lower body while being graceful and elegant with our arms. Do a few more at your own pace, really feeling the beauty of these two poses. Do one more sequence, and then come back into warrior two, sinking down deep into that left knee. Now cartwheel your arms down for revolved twist as that left arm sweeps up and back over. Plant the hand, step it back into plank, take your vinyasa, or go to down dog. Take a big breath here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, let's walk our hands back towards our feet this time for Ragdoll. Let your legs be straight. A little micro bend in the knee is okay. Upper body draped over the legs. Now start to straighten your legs if your knees are generously bent to get a deep stretch through the back of the legs. All right, let's slow roll up to standing, vertebrae by vertebrae stacking as we slowly rise like a fern coming out of the earth, seeking the sun. Eyes closed, palms forward, spreading through the fingertips, grounding down through the feet. Feel that energy we've cultivated today, nourishing your heart and your mind. Feel all of that beautiful prana, that energy coursing through your body now. Take this moment to observe your energy, what emotions are flowing right now. Greet each one with some grace and kindness. Release anything that you no longer wish to carry so you can make room for the good stuff, setting our tone for the rest of the day or our night. Sip in lots of positivity, positive energy as you inhale. And exhale light and love into the universe. One more breath together like that. Inhale positivity. And exhale peace, love, and light as you release that into the world. We all need more of that today. Each breath can be an intention to share and an affirmation of love and unity or whatever messages you want to share with the world. Imagine that every exhale, your song of your heart is being sung. Help nourish others with that beauty. Take a big breath in and exhale. Softly open the eyes. Beautiful. Let's make our way down to the mat, however you want to go. Being kind as we come down to cool off. Come to the center of your mat, straighten the left leg, bend the right knee, pulling that heel in towards the glutes, sitting up nice and tall in the spine. Now let's take a twist. Go ahead and hook that left elbow around the right knee. And then as you exhale, come into the twist, bringing that right hand back behind you. We're very warmed up now, so you might be able to get into this twist a little more easily than usual. So if your head wants to continue, the neck wants to rotate, go ahead and turn your head towards that right shoulder. Stay here for a couple of breaths as we wring out the internal organs, aid our digestion, as our heartbeat starts to soften. Okay, go ahead and unwind. Let's drop that right knee out to the side and extend that left arm down towards the ankle or shin, or maybe all the way to the foot, and sweep your right arm over as you do your one-legged forward fold. Really anchor down through the hips, almost like your hand is pulling that left leg back into the hip socket. While we get a deep stretch through that lower back, especially on the right side. Inhale lifts you back up. Go ahead and bring that right knee, twist towards center, extend your right leg forward for a regular forward fold. Sweep your arms up overhead. Then as you exhale, lift forward as you bring your upper body over the top of your legs. Go ahead and reach for your ankles or your feet or shins and drop the weight of your head. Now, get your knees bent if you need to really compress the torso down to the legs. And then slowly start to extend out through the heels, really compressing the upper and lower body together here. Let each breath help you get deeper into the pose. On your next inhale, roll up into seated. And then let's do our seated twist on the other side. Bring that left foot in, bending the left knee, really pulling the leg back as you extend through the spine. Stay for a breath. And then when you're ready, on your exhale, go ahead and take your spinal twist over to the left, hooking that elbow around the left knee. And then journey into the twist a little bit more if you like. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Kitty, come here. He's crying off camera. I'm sorry, folks. We're almost done, Leo. All right, bring yourself back to center. Extend the legs long. Now point the toes, interlace the fingers for steeple grip. Extend forward and then roll back down to your spine, activating the abs, gluing those legs down to the floor. And then once you're there, sweep the arms up overhead. Inhale, fill the belly, really extend from fingers to toes. And then exhale, go ahead and release your hands to. Go ahead and do happy baby, and we'll end there. Bring your feet in, spreading the knees, grabbing the outside of your feet. And let's stretch out the leg a little, rocking side to side as we massage the lower back. Extending one leg and then the other if that feels good. Certainly does for me after that big workout that we got with our legs. And if you want to just stay small, that's okay. Just really pull your feet down so your knees get closer to the earth and glue that lower back down to the floor. Stay for one more breath. Beautiful. Go ahead and release your feet to the floor. Let's turn onto one side into fetal position, shutting down the eyes for just a moment. Practicing gratitude for your body, for its strength, its wisdom. for you, for showing up for yourself today and for carving out this time for some fitness, some mental health, some love, and TLC that we all need more of these days. So inhale with a smile on your face and know that you did a great job today and you've made a difference. So beautiful. Now with your eyes still closed, come up into seated. If you want to stay on the floor and do Shavasana, you're welcome to. Otherwise, join me in Sukhasana into easy pose. Pushing your hands into heart center, dropping your head in a soft little reverent bow. Let's take a big breath together and exhale with an Om. Inhale. Thank you, my friends, for joining me today. I am so grateful for you. I wish you the most magical day ahead or a blissful evening and sweet dreams. From my heart to you, from my house to yours. I see you and I am grateful for you. Take care and I'll see you next time. Namaste.